guys, my name is Muhammad Murtuza. In this video, we will be discussing about, as you have already read the title, why 1 divided by 0 is equals to infinity. Why? I have mentioned 3 times why. Okay, it's a 4th time. Let's get straight into the video. If you like my video, please share it. Please like the button. And if you are new here, so please subscribe to my channel in hurry, and also press the bell icon so that you may get more notifications from my video and more informative information. You can understand, more informative information. Let's get straight into it. Alright, here are 4 examples I'm gonna show you in the board. Here is the first example, 12 divided by 3. Another example is 50 divided by 5. Another example, 70 divided by 1. Okay, these are big examples. Just set up like 4 divided by 1. So easy. And the 4th one will be any number divided by 0. Okay, here as you can see, when you divide 12 by number 3, you will get the answer 4. Why? Because if you add, there's a 4 represents that if you add 4 times the number 3, like this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get the number 12. So when you add 4 times the number 3, you will get the answer 4. That is why when you divide 12 by 3, you will get the answer 4. Alright, in the second example, you can see that when you divide 50 by 5, you know the answer, it's 10. But why? Because when you add 5 10 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 times I added the number 5, you will get the number 50. So the 10 represents the amount, that how many times you will have to add the number in the denominator. There is a 5 in the denominator, so you have to add 5 10 times, so may you get 50. You have to add 3 4 times, so you get 12. Now here you can see when any number divided by 1 is always equal to a similar number. Why? Because when you add the number 1, when you want to make this 1 into 4, you will have to add 4 times the number 1. So I added 4 times the number 1, so I get 4. So this 4 is basically telling me that 1 should be added 4 times in order to create 4. 5 should be added 10 times in order to create 50. And 3 should be added 4 times in order to get 12. Alright, now it's this important topic. Now getting straight into the video for what video wants, and is that when 1 is divided by 0. Actually, you can say 1, you can say 2, you can say any number except 0. 0 is another concept I'm going to tell you in the video later. What happens basically is that as you can see here, you are adding 4 times the number 3. You are adding 10 times the number 5. And you are adding 4 times the number 1 to get the answer in the numerator. But what happens here? For example, I add this 0 number by 2 times. I'll still get the answer 0, because 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. I add this number 4 times. It's still the same 0. If I add this number 10 times, I still get the answer 0. I don't know how many times do I have to add the number 0 to create 1. It may be 1,000 times. I can write here. It may be, you can say, 1,000,000 times. It may be 1 trillion times. It may be 1 billion times. Maybe 1 quadrillion times. And I don't know when zeros, how many zeros I have to add up to create 1, to create just a single 1. So it's up to infinite numbers that I have to add zeros. You can say up to infinity. So when you will add zeros continuously without stopping, it means you are adding zeros up to infinity. And but you know that when there will be some time that this 0 will be equal to 1, and we don't know why, how, we don't know when that time will come, and we know that still if we keep adding zeros there will be nothing but the number zeros still come again and again, again and again. If you add 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 1 million times, 1 trillion times, anything. So basically that is why you are adding this zero number up to infinity. Here you can see you only have to add the number 3-4 times in order to get 12 number. You have to only add this number 5-10 times to get 50. You only have to add 1-4 times to get 4. But here you have to add it infinite times in order to get 1. So here we cannot make this whole setup. We cannot write 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 2 million. We cannot write it. We actually just show it as a sign called infinity. This sign is called infinity. And when you use a calculator or any scientific calculator, they will sometimes show you infinity and sometimes gives you as math error. So there will be two possibilities. So you have understand why 1 divided by 0 is infinity. Alright, now heading towards another concept. If you divide 0 by 0, what happens? For example, this is a number 0 and you are dividing it by 0. Now what happens? We have already seen that when you divide 1 by 1, you will get the answer 1. When you divide 2 by 2, you will get the answer 1. When you divide thousands by 1,000, you will get the answer 1. It means that some people, many people doesn't think that when 0 divided by 0 is equal to 1, but let me tell you something that you don't know about it. When you divide 0 by 0, what happens? I'm gonna again give you example of the same number. If you add this 3-4 times, you will get the answer 12. Alright, here you can see, if I add 0 one time, 0, only 0, you will get answer 0. It means that 0 divided by 0 is equal to 1. Okay, just wait a minute, I'm gonna show you something. But there is also a big confusion. If you add this 0 2 times, still you will get the answer 0. So it means that if I adding this 0 2 times, I am still getting the answer. So 1 is also the answer, but 2 is also the answer. There are two answers for it. Alright, if I add 0 3 times, still the answer is 0. So 3 times. If I add this 0 up to 1,000 times, still I will get the answer 0. So 1,000 is also a number. It means that, as you can see, I will add 0 5 times, maybe adding 0 10 times, quadrillion times, sextillion times, trillion times, but still you will get the answer 0. So 0, as you can see here, you will only add this number 4 times to get the number 12. So this value is known. In the other words, you can say it's determined. That we know about it. If you add this number 5-10 times, you will get the answer 50. It is not correct that if you add this number 11 times, you will get the answer 50. No, this will be another. It will be 55. You have to add the number 5 10 times in order to make 50. So the value is determined or known. Here you only have to add 1 4 times in order to create 4. This value is also determined, known. But as you can see here, I don't know how much values do I have to add. If I add 0 1 time, I'll get the number 0. If I add 0 2 times, still I'm getting a 0. Adding 3 times, 10 times, 50 times, 1,000 times, 10,000, 1 million, still I'm getting a number 0. So there I do not know any value. So in other words, I am not determined, or you can say I am undetermined. So I am not determined about it. What will be the accurate value? So mathematicians use a term called undetermined for this possibility, that you don't know how many zeros you will have to add Well, I don't know how many times a number 0 has to be added to create, you can say 0. Maybe one time, two times, infinite time, but it is undetermined. So the value is undetermined, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15, 20, anything. It's not determined what is the exact value, so it is undetermined. Here you can see it's all the values that are determined we have known, but here is unknown values. You can say undetermined values. So when 0 upon 0 here is undetermined, but when you divide 1 by or any number by 0, it is infinite, infinity. But if you divide 0 by its own number, it is basically undetermined. So there are two different concepts for about 0. You have understand, any number divided by 0 is shown by this sign. Any number divided by 0 divided by 0 is always undetermined. So if you like my video, any concept that you have been confused about, that you have been trying, that something is missing from my wordings, or maybe confusing, you are confusing, so comment in the section below. I will try my best to possible to answer your questions. Usually if you are new here, so subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so that you may get more informative and interesting videos about mathematics. I will take mathematics as easy, you can say, and it will be a lot more easy than you thought about it. Okay, so share my videos. You can share my videos in each and corner of the world. Okay, let's it's time for the end. Okay, take care, bye.